Hi there, this is Kim, and this is my first-ish video for this new channel, Courageous Heart, and I just wanted to make a video to kind of share what the channel is all about. And one of the things that it's going to be about is relaxation, because relaxation is it's been a big part of my life in terms of that I've personally never been able to really relax, and that I've always been a very, very like extremely uptight kind of person, even though I was never aware of it. Like I'm not your typical, if you think uptight person, you wouldn't get necessarily me as the image that's associated with it. At least I wouldn't. But the truth is that on a very deep level inside myself, I was always just, I had extreme levels of fear inside of me. Like I was dealing with so much just fear inside of me that I was barely able to operate within society, in relationships, like with people. And the thing is that I was just never honest, or I just never realized this about myself, that on an internal level there's just so much fear going on, so much intense fears, that's why I never feel quite settled inside myself. That's why I never feel quite comfortable around people with regards to my self-expression. That's why I always felt like I can't really function that well in this world. Like I'm some kind of outcast, or I just don't really fit in, or I can't make sense of life, or it's very hard for me to just live and breathe and just be. And yeah, so relaxation, because it's what I actually always needed, even though I was never really aware of it, is to just be able to relax and breathe and be here, just be in the moment, and just have that sense of being able to just kind of let go and be in the body and not have that constant stress on my shoulders, that constant pressure where on some level there's always some kind of sense of stress going on, where it's almost like I'm always kind of holding my breath and, yeah, not just being chill, relaxed. So this channel I created to basically first and foremost assist and support myself with developing and exploring relaxation, and what it means to relax, really what it means to really let go of all of those fears, and which for me is, I found to be specifically challenging, because throughout my entire life I've basically been fooling myself so much, because I never even realized the extent of fear that actually existed inside of me on like a really deep core level of myself. Like, in fact, a lot of the time I acted as if, I can't be bothered, or I acted like I was relaxed and comfortable and chill, and, hey, I don't care, I don't care about anything. It doesn't bother me. Like, I acted the opposite of what was actually going on inside myself. And so, so much so that at the end of the day, I wasn't even aware of how I really feel. Wasn't even, was barely even able to really check in with myself and look inside myself and be like, hey, how do I actually really feel on a real level? Like, I'd essentially lost that connection with myself, with my sort of self-honesty, to that extent that I just was completely oblivious to the fact that I actually exist in constant, intense amounts of fear and stress and pressure and worry, etc. And anxiety and insecurity, you know, all the different types and forms of fear that you can think of. So, yeah, and obviously this channel is also to assist and support others who are dealing with the same thing, or people who are like me or similar, who recognize that, you know, they're dealing with a lot of fears and they're dealing with a lot of stress and they are having issues relaxing, because I know how difficult it can be to relax, to find that point of relaxation, because even with the sort of prescribed methods in this world of what it means to relax, like you just have to go to a spa or go get a massage or you know, things like that, where even doing all of that, it doesn't really work. You know, it doesn't necessarily help. Or maybe for like a moment, you kind of have a sense of feeling relaxed, but then before you know it, you're just right back in your mind in the stress and the fear, and it just kind of kicks up again. And you try to hold on to the sense of relaxation and sense of being chill and relaxed, but you just can't. It just, you know, your mind just kind of time and time again just comes up with the same stuff, um, and it never really works. So, you know, I'm just going to be sharing what has worked for me so far, as well as what I am busy exploring and discovering, and just sharing my journey um, with relaxation, which I have been able to do to an extent already. I mean, simply being aware that of the amount of stress and fear that I do in every moment exist in is already quite a feat for me, to just be aware of that level of myself, and realize that, oh wow, I'm actually an extremely fearful person. Like, it's taken me a long time to even just get to that point of recognizing what's really going on inside myself, and being able to draw that connection of why it is that throughout my entire life I've always felt so unsettled, you know, within myself, with life, with just everything, my whole existence, you know, always feeling this sense of just um, not being at peace, not being settled, not feeling like I don't really exist almost, you know, like I'm just floating in space, and I don't have my feet on the ground or whatever it is, you know, there's just always been this sense of just not knowing who I am, type of thing. You know, being able to draw the connection between that experience and the fact that really all it's been all this time was just fear. Just fear, just massive amounts of fear that I've been suppressing within myself, that I've just not even been aware of. And so, yeah, that's what this channel is pretty much going to be about. And that, and essentially all things connected with relaxation. So, you know, also going to be about enjoyment, fun, which are all points um, that sort of assist and support with just relaxing. Okay, so that was it for me for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.